Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel! Today, we diving deep into the history of a truly unique and often overlooked pickup truck, the legendary Jeep Comanche. For a brief, shining moment, Jeep, the king of off-roaders, gave us a unibody pickup that was years ahead of its time. So, grab a seat, and let's explore the story of the one and only Jeep Comanche. The MJL story begins in the early 1980s. The compact pickup truck market was on fire. Ford had the Ranger, Chevy had the S10, and Japanese manufacturers were dominating with trucks like the Toyota Hilux and the Nissan Harbour. American Motors Corporation, or AMC, which owned Jeep at the time, knew they needed a contender. Their full-size J-Series trucks, the Gladiator, and later the J10J Nizu were getting old, and the market was shifting towards smaller, more fuel-efficient pickups that could double as daily drivers. The answer came from a platform that was already a massive success: the brand new XJ Cherokee. Introduced in 1984, the Cherokee revolutionized the SUV market with its lightweight, strong unibody construction, which Jeep called the Uniframe. Instead of a heavy, traditional body-on-frame design, the Cherokee's frame and body were a single, welded unit. This made it lighter, more rigid, and gave it a more car-like ride and handling, without sacrificing that legendary Jeep off-road capability. So, the engineers at AMC had a brilliant idea. Why not take this innovative uniframe design and build a pickup truck on it? This was a radical concept. Pickups were always body-on-frame, but AMC pushed forward. They took the front half of the XJ Cherokee from the cab forward and then engineered a completely new back half. Instead of just extending the uniframe, they attached a traditional, removable cargo box onto a C-channel frame, integrated into the rear of the unibody cab. This hybrid design gave the Comanche the smooth ride of a unibody vehicle up front, with the heavy-duty hauling capability of a traditional truck in the back. It was the best of both worlds. And so, in 1985, for the 1986 model year, the Jeep Comanche, codenamed the MJ, was born. It hit the market with a splash, boasting that it was the first new Jeep pickup in 22 years and the most versatile Jeep vehicle ever built. And they weren't wrong. It shared the XJ's rugged good looks, its array of engine options, and, most importantly, its incredible off-road prowess. Initially, you could get the Comanche with a few different engine choices. There was a 2.5-liter AMC 4-cylinder, a 2.8-liter V6 sourced from General Motors, and even a small 2.1-liter turbodiesel engine from Renault, which was a partner of AMC at the time. The diesel was rare then, and is even rarer now, but it offered fantastic fuel economy. Of course, being a Jeep, four-wheel drive was a huge part of its identity. You could choose between Jeep's part-time command track or the revolutionary full-time Seletrac 4x4 systems. Just like in the Cherokee! The Comanche wasn't just a truck that looked tough. It had the hardware to back it up on any trail. It also came in two bed lengths, a 6-foot short bed and a 7-foot long bed, which was one of the longest in its class. The real game changer, however, arrived in 1987. That's when Jeep replaced the underpowered GM V6 with their own legendary engine, the 4.0-liter in. This engine was an absolute powerhouse, producing 177 horsepower and 224 pound-feet of torque. In a lightweight truck like the Comanche, the 4.0-liter turned it into a rocket. It was one of the fastest compact trucks you could buy, and its reputation for bulletproof reliability cemented its place in automotive history. Also, in 1987, a major corporate shift happened. Chrysler, led by the visionary Lee Iacocca, purchased AMC. This put the Comanche in a very awkward position. Chrysler already owned Dodge, which had its own successful line of pickup trucks, most notably the Dakota. Now, Jeep dealers were competing directly with Dodge dealers for pickup truck sales, all under the same corporate roof. This internal competition was a problem that would ultimately seal the Comanche's fate. Despite this, the Comanche continued to evolve. Trim levels ranged from the basic custom and sport models all the way up to the luxurious Laredo in the sporty Pioneer. But the one every enthusiast remembers is the Comanche Eliminator. Introduced in 1988, the Eliminator was the muscle truck of the lineup. It came standard with the 4.0-liter engine, special graphics, body-colored fender flares, bucket seats, and a sportier suspension. The Eliminator was Jeep's answer to the street truck trend, and it looked fantastic. It was all about performance and style, and today they are highly sought after collector's items. The Comanche wasn't just for the street, though. It proved its toughness in the world of off-road racing. In 1987, a heavily modified Comanche, driven by Mike Les, dominated the score Baja 1000, winning not only its class but also becoming the first ever 4x4 vehicle to win the overall truck title at the Legendary race. This victory solidified the Comanche's reputation as a genuinely capable and durable machine, proving that its unique unibody hybrid design could withstand the most brutal conditions on Earth. Throughout its production run, the Comanche received the same updates as its Cherokee sibling. When the Cherokee got a facelift and interior refresh in the late 80s and early 90s, so did the Comanche. The interior became more modern, and the 4.0-liter engine was updated to a high-output version in 19, bumping power up to 190 horsepower, making an already quick truck even faster. But despite its innovation, its performance, and its rugged capability, the writing was on the wall. Sales were never as high as the competition from Ford, Chevy, or even its internal rival, the Dodge Dakota. Chrysler executives decided that the company didn't need two different compact truck lines. They chose to focus all their pickup truck efforts on the Dodge brand. So, after a 7-year run, the last Jeep Comanche rolled off the assembly line in Toledo, Ohio. In the middle of 1992, production officially ceased, and Jeep exited the pickup truck market for what would be a very, very, very long time. In total, just over 190,000 Comanches were ever built. To put that in perspective, Ford sold more Rangers than that in a single year during the same period. For decades, the Comanche became a cult classic. It was loved by Jeep enthusiasts who appreciated its unique place in the brand's history. It was a part-spend special in the best way possible, a tough, simple, and incredibly capable truck that shared a massive amount of mechanical parts with the absurdly popular X. This made it easy to maintain, modify, and keep on the road, or more appropriately, on the trail. And then, after a 27-year absence, Jeep finally re-entered the pickup truck game in 2019 with the Gladiator. But the Gladiator is a very different beast. It's based on the Wrangler. It's a much larger, more expensive body-on-frame truck. The spirit of the compact, unibody-based Comanche remains unique. It represents a special chapter in Jeep's time of bold experimentation and engineering that blended car-like comfort with true truck utility. So, the next time you see a clean Jeep Comanche on the road, give it a nod of respect. You're looking at a true pioneer, a truck that was ahead of its time, and the last of a special breed. It was the only unibody pickup Jeep ever made, and for that reason alone, it will always be a legend. Thanks for watching, everyone! What are your favorite memories of the Jeep Comanche? Do you own one? Or have you ever wanted one? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. We'll see you in the next one!